Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A number that identifies a position relative to an axis. Bring order and organization to. Bring components or parts into proper or desirable coordination correlation. Be coordinated. These activities coordinate well. Bring into common action, movement, or condition. Coordinate the painters, masons, and plumbers. Of equal importance, rank, or degree. A number that identifies a position relative to an axis. Plan and direct, a complex undertaking. Form or join a union. Create, as an entity. Cause to be structured or ordered or operating according to some principle or idea. Bring order and organization to. Arrange by systematic planning and united effort. Plan and direct, a complex undertaking. Form or join a union. Create, as an entity. Cause to be structured or ordered or operating according to some principle or idea. Bring order and organization to. Can you help me organize my files? Arrange by systematic planning and united effort. Organize a strike. Place in a line or arrange so as to be parallel or straight. Align the car with the curb. Align oneself with a group or a way of thinking. Bring components or parts into proper or desirable coordination correlation. Align the wheels of my car. Be or come into adjustment with. Appoint to a clerical posts. Bring components or parts into proper or desirable coordination correlation. Ordinate similar parts. The value of a coordinate on the vertical axis. A person who is of equal standing with another in a group. Be identical or equivalent to. $1 equals 1,000 rubles these days. Be equal to in quality or ability. Make equal, uniform, corresponding, or matching. Let's equalize the duties among all employees in this office. Having the requisite qualities or resources to meet a task. He was equal to the task. Having the same quantity, value, or measure as another. On equal terms. Put into a group. Determine the number or amount of. One of a series published periodically. The property possessed by a sum or total or indefinite quantity of units or individuals. The number of parameters is small. The number is used in calling a particular telephone. He has an unlisted number. Add up in number or quantity. A short performance that is part of a longer program. It was one of the best numbers he ever did. A symbol used to represent a number. Place a limit on the number of. Enumerate. We must number the names of the great mathematicians. A clothing measurement. A number 13 shoe. A concept of quantity involving zero and units. Every number has a unique position in the sequence. An item of clothing. She preferred the black nylon number. A numbered item in a series. Take the number 2 to the main square, then change to the number 5. A numeral or string of numerals that is used for identification and may be attached to accounts, memberships, etc. She refused to give them her social security number. A select company of people. I hope to become one of their number before I die. Give numbers to. You should number the pages of the thesis. The grammatical category for the forms of nouns and pronouns and verbs that are used depending on the number of entities involved, singular or dual or plural. In English, the subject and the verb must agree in number. Plan, organize, and carry out an event. Put into a proper or systematic order. Arrange the books on the shelves in chronological order. Set printed matter into a specific format. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. Arrange my schedule. Adapt for performance in a different way. Arrange attractively. Make arrangements for. Can you arrange a meeting with the president? Get ready for a particular purpose or event. Set up an experiment. Produce. The scientists set up a shock wave. Arrange the outcome of by means of deceit. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. Put into a proper or systematic order. Equip with sails or masts. Take or catch as if in a snare or trap. I was set up. Set up for use. Erect and fasten. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. Set up one's life. Place. Construct, build, or erect. Create by putting components or members together. They set up a committee. Set up or found. She set up a literacy program. Begin, or enable someone else to begin, a venture by providing the means, logistics, etc. Set up an election. An unofficial association of people or groups. The smart set goes there. Get ready for a particular purpose or event. Set up an experiment. Several exercises intended to be done in series. He did 4 sets of the incline bench press. Representation consisting of the scenery and other properties used to identify the location of a dramatic production. The sets were meticulously authentic. A relatively permanent inclination to react in a particular way. The set of his mind was obvious. Disappear beyond the horizon. The sun sets early these days. Decide upon or fix definitely. Put or set, seeds, seedlings, or plants, into the ground. Establish as the highest level or best performance. Set a record. Urge to attack someone. Set down according to a plan. A carefully laid table with places set for 4 people. Usually followed by to, or for, on the point of or strongly disposed. We are set to go at any time. Converted to solid form, as concrete. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. Determined or decided upon as by an authority. The time set for the launching. Equip with sails or masts. Insert a nail or screw below the surface, as into a countersink. Locate. The film is set in Africa. Fixed and unmoving. With eyes set in a fixed glassy stare. Put into a certain place or abstract location. Adapt for performance in a different way. Set this poem to music. Psychology, being temporarily ready to respond in a particular way. The subject set led them to solve problems the familiar way and to overlook the simpler solution. Become gelatinous. Situated in a particular spot or position. A house set on a hilltop. Fix conclusively or authoritatively. Set the rules. Evil Egyptian god with the head of a beast that has high square ears and a long snout, brother and murderer of Osiris. Arrange attractively. Alter or regulate so as to achieve accuracy or conform to a standard. Estimate. The process of becoming hard or solid by cooling or drying or crystallization. He tested the set of the glue. Bear fruit. Set in type. My book will be typeset nicely. A group of things of the same kind that belong together and are so used. A set of books. Any electronic equipment that receives or transmits radio or TV signals. The early sets ran on storage batteries. Apply or start. Set fire to a building. A unit of play in tennis or squash. They played 2 sets of tennis after dinner. Being below the horizon. The moon is set. Fix in a border. The goldsmith set the diamond. Give a fine, sharp edge to a knife or razor. Mathematics, an abstract collection of numbers or symbols. The set of prime numbers is infinite. Put into a certain state. Cause to be in a certain state. Set the house afire. Put into a position that will restore a normal state. Set a broken bone. Set to a certain position or cause to operate correctly. Set clocks or instruments. The act of putting something in position. He gave a final set to his hat. The descent of a heavenly body below the horizon. Before the set of sun. Make right or correct. Correct in opinion or judgment. Socially right or correct. Correct behavior. Censure severely. Go down in value. The stock market corrected. Punish in order to gain control or enforce obedience. Adjust for. Engineers will work to correct the effects or air resistance. In accord with accepted standards of usage or procedure. Free from error, especially conforming to fact or truth. The correct answer. Make reparations or amends for. Alter or regulate so as to achieve accuracy or conform to a standard. Correct the alignment of the front wheels. Treat a defect. The new contact lenses will correct for his myopia. Adapt or conform oneself to new or different conditions. We must adjust to the bad economic situation. place in a line or arrange so as to be parallel or straight. Alter or regulate so as to achieve accuracy or conform to a standard. Decide how much is to be paid on an insurance claim. Make correspondent or conformable. Go together. Go together. Harmony of people's opinions or actions or characters. Allow to have. Concurrence of opinion. We are in accord with your proposal. A written agreement between two states or sovereigns. Sympathetic compatibility. Go together. Be in accord. Be in agreement. We agreed on the terms of the settlement. Be compatible, similar or consistent. Coincide in their characteristics. The two stories don't agree in many details. Achieve harmony of opinion, feeling, or purpose. No two of my colleagues would agree on whom to elect chairman. Be agreeable or suitable. White wine doesn't agree with me. Consent or assent to a condition, or agree to do something. She agreed to all my conditions. Show grammatical agreement. Subjects and verbs must always agree in English. The First Battle of the American Revolution, April 19, 1775. Go together. Their ideas concorded. Agreement of opinions. A harmonious state of things in general and of their properties, as of colors and sounds, congruity of parts with one another and with the whole. Capital of the state of New Hampshire, located in south-central New Hampshire on the Merrimack River. The determination of grammatical inflection on the basis of word relations. Be in accord. Be in agreement. Both philosophers concord on this point. Arrange by concord or agreement. Arrange the words of a text so as to create a concordance. The team concorded several thousand nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Town in eastern Massachusetts near Boston where the first battle of the American Revolution was fought. A family of similar musical instrument playing together. Go together. Keep company with, hang out with. Keep company. The husband or wife of a reigning monarch. Go together. Bring into consonance or accord. Sing or play in harmony. Bring several things into consonance or relate harmoniously. Bring into consonance, harmony, or accord while making music or singing. Write a harmony for. Go together. The colors don't harmonize. Bring into consonance or accord. Harmonize one's goals with one's abilities. Sing or play in harmony. Bring several things into consonance or relate harmoniously. Harmonize the different interests. Bring into consonance, harmony, or accord while making music or singing. Write a harmony for. Watch and direct. Carry on or function. Achieve something by means of trickery or devious methods. Succeed in doing, achieving, or producing something with the limited or inadequate means available. Handle effectively. The young violinist didn't manage her bow very well. Be successful. Achieve a goal. I managed to carry the box upstairs. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. She managed her parents' affairs after they got too old. An agreement between parties, usually arrived at after discussion, fixing obligations of each. He rose to prominence through a series of shady deals. Wood that is easy to saw, from conifers such as pine or fir. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Succeed in doing, achieving, or producing something, with the limited or inadequate means available. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. A deal of trouble. Direct the course of, manage or control. A particular instance of buying or selling. It was a package deal. Give out as one's portion or share. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. This book deals with incest. Do business. Offer for sale as for one's livelihood. She deals in gold. Administer or bestow, as in small portions. Deal a blow to someone. The cards held in a card game by a given player at any given time. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. I can deal with this crew of workers. A plank of softwood, fir or pine board. Behave in a certain way towards others. He deals fairly with his employees. Distribute cards to the players in a game. Who's dealing? Give a specific card to a player. He dealt me the queen of spades. Sell. Deal hashish. Take action with respect to someone or something. How are we going to deal with this problem? The act of apportioning or distributing something. The captain was entrusted with the deal of provisions. The act of distributing playing cards. The deal was passed around the table clockwise. The type of treatment received, especially as the result of an agreement. He got a good deal on his car. Touch, lift, or hold with the hands. Don't handle the merchandise. Handle effectively. The appendage to an object that is designed to be held in order to use or move it. He grabbed the hammer by the handle. Interact in a certain way. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. This blender can't handle nuts. Show and train. The prize-winning poodle was handled by Mrs. Priscilla Prescott. Prefer or wish to do something. Do you care to try this dish? The work of providing treatment for or attending to someone or something. No medical care was required. Judiciousness in avoiding harm or danger. He handled the vase with care. Be concerned with. Provide care for. Attention and management implying responsibility for safety. He is in the care of a bodyguard. An anxious feeling. Care had aged him. Activity involved in maintaining something in good working order. He wrote the manual on car care. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. A cause for feeling concern. His major care was the illness of his wife. Feel concern or interest. I really care about my work. One of the coordinates in a system of coordinates that locates a point on a plane or in space by its distance from two lines or three planes respectively. The two lines are the intersections of the three planes or the coordinate axes. Either of two values that locate a point on a plane by its distance from a fixed pole and its angle from a fixed line passing through the pole. The topology of a network whose components are all connected directly to every other component. The act of interlocking or meshing. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. Contact by fitting together. The meshing of gears. Coordinate in such a way that all parts work together effectively. Entangle or catch in, or as if in, a mesh. Keep engaged. The number of openings per linear inch of a screen. Measure size of particles. A 100 mesh screen. Work together in harmony. The people in a society considered as a system organized by a characteristic pattern of relationships. Sociologists have studied the changing structure of the family. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. He has good bone structure. A thing constructed. A complex entity constructed of many parts. The structure consisted of a series of arches. Give a structure to. I need to structure my days. The complex composition of knowledge as elements and their combinations. His lectures have no structure. The manner of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts. Artists must study the structure of the human body. A device that prevents an automotive engine from starting. The Ives know how to bypass the ignition interlock. The act of interlocking or meshing. An interlocking of arms by the police held the crowd in check. Coordinate in such a way that all parts work together effectively. Hold in a locking position. Become engaged or intermeshed with one another. Align imperfectly or badly. The elements of the turbine were misaligned.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.